Hello and welcome to another episode of Hero Home Lives. I am Heikel and today I am joined by someone new, not Elfie, not Salwa, but Adee. Adee is a
Hi,
new
everyone.
hi. Adee is a new agent that has joined us just recently, but not exactly very new lah. You've been in the market for a while.
Yeah, 9 months, quite well.
9 months,
Quite well.
not so bad. But you've only joined Hero Homes in the past
Two months. Yes.
2 months.
Feels like forever. I know, probably.
Yeah, it feels a lot more longer for me. You will understand why it feels very long for me today. And she will be joining us. She's joining us to share with us her experiences with her clients who has been buying new launches through her. So I think it's going to be quite interesting to hear their experiences. Most of my clients actually buy resale condos or resale HDB after upgrading. But for her, she has a lot of experience buying, helping people buy new launches. So I want to hear a bit about that. But before we go on with our first segment, which is always about market updates, can you share with us since joining over, what's your experience? I mean, how is it for you?
Different.
Oh, different?
is it?
Okay, fine.
Yeah. So I think previously it's mainly like I like to talk, okay, but the thing is that I haven't been talking much on Instagram and such. But recently, all right, I was motivated, okay, by them pushing TikTok and all that, right. So yes, that's I think one difference whereby I feel more comfortable sharing about property, not being scared of will people hentam my kind of comments and my views.
Right.
Just talk.
And how has we've been training a lot with the entire team. How has that helped you with your clients also?
I think being confident that all the opinions, right, are being justified by data. Yeah, so it's very we have data to kind of back it up.
That's true.
Yeah, so I think this affirms whatever I feel is true lah.
Yep.
Yes.
Well, she has been with us for only 1 to 2 months, so we'll see. Maybe we'll catch up with you again in 2 to 3 or 4 or 5 months later, see whether you still have the same opinion about Hero Homes. Inshallah, it'll be the same or even better. And I think with that, let's go. I will go straight into our first segment, which is talking about market updates. Today's segment, I hope we can keep it short.
Proceed. Yes.
Okay, let's go.
Keep it.
Mahi, please bring up the training slides. Pula. Market
Too
updates.
much training, this one.
Okay, the first content we'll be sharing is this piece of news I found on Reddit, but I am realizing it is not appearing on screen. Finally. Okay, the content is Singapore HDB is the most affordable housing in major Asia countries. Can you believe it? Do you believe that Singapore property is the most affordable HDB?
Oh my God, yeah. People will be like, what? Affordable? We are
No
here
way, right?
struggling, my God.
Okay. So what this content is about is the median income against the average price of a home. So first thing to highlight is, I wonder why they only show Australia. We have China here. We have Japan here. We have Korea on the right. And then we have Singapore.
Where's our all Malaysia, Indonesia friends?
Our Thailand friends, our
Not
Vietnam friends, our Cambodian friends. So I guess when they are comparing median to average home prices,
selective lah, very selective choices.
Okay, but let's not question their choice. But look at the numbers, the ratio. Combined income of a household against the median price is around 4.5 for HDB. That means if you're earning 100K, husband and wife combined 100K, your HDB is average going to be 450, somewhere around there. But at the same time, look at the next bar. It is Singapore private housing. It is 3 times more expensive than a HDB, which kind of makes sense because today, if have you sold any 4-room flats that just reached 5 years MOP recently?
Yeah, actually 3-room is 500 plus, 4-room is 600 plus.
Yes,
it's that kind of prices.
Wait, I need to do some sales speech first. If you are a BTO owner of a 3-room flat, you can sell today for 450, 500.
500, my God, yeah,
Tutup mata
500,
boleh
500 plus I was like
4-room, how much you sold?
600 plus.
Where?
Canberra,
600,000.
50K COV.
I have a listing in Canberra now. I think if yours is 600, that was the record in Canberra already.
Thank you. Yes, I know.
Lucky, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Newbie lang.
Newbie lang.
Okay, but that's true. So 4-room is around 550, 600K. That's 1,000 square feet. Okay, if we compare that to a 1,000 square feet private condo, 3 times 600K, 550 times 3 is going to be 1.5 to 1.8 mil, which actually makes sense because today resale condos, not say in suburbs, in the closer to central area, it is going for
That kind
1.5.
of price, yeah.
Yeah, brand new, you cannot get 1.8 3-bedroom anymore. So now I'm starting to realize this data actually quite
Accurate in a way for
Yeah.
our Singapore context.
Yes.
Talking about Singapore context, actually,
next.
yes.
She's hinting to me to move on to the next topic already because we practiced this just now. Okay, HDB flat prices increasing yet again. 26 straight months right now. It is on a crazy bull run. 26 straight months for HDB flat prices, but we cannot just look at headlines alone. We have to look at the data. The data states that, yes, while HDB flat prices are going up and up and up, it is slowing down a little bit now. The volume is trending downwards. Okay? In another sharing video, I will actually explain how volume of HDB flats will correlate to HDB flat prices in the past 10, 15, 20 years.
Yep.
And someone's phone is ringing.
Okay, sorry, yes.
Am I lah answer lah?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, so volume is going down, and I think it is also due to BTOs. Okay, wait. Let me go back there.
Yeah, actually, right, on this point, right, actually it's a good thing, because you see that volume is dropping, right?
And
Actually, it's like giving us a chance to sell high, and then we go buy lower lah, because some areas, right, already slow down. So
Correct,
it's
it's
like
true.
sell high and then
Actually, it's
try
true.
to.
For the past 1.5 years,
Buy low.
been telling our clients it's only going to take 1 week, 2 weeks to find a buyer. But today we are realizing it's going to take a bit longer by 3 weeks, 4 weeks. So we can feel it.
In not all
all.
areas, okay?
Alright.
Only some.
Okay. And then you notice that in February, the volume dips quite a fair bit. And then again in May, it drops a bit again. I can tell you, possibly in September, the volume is going to drop way much more because of the next slide, because of BTO. February, May, and September are BTO launches. Right? It says August here, but it's actually in September. And why volume for resale flat prices, why volume for resale flats drop during BTO launches is...
Okay, you see, because example, you put yourself, you want to try for the BTO, you will not go for the resale. So we are looking at 39,000 people off the resale market, or maybe half lah, okay? Half give up and then still go for resale. Half of that, but it's still quite a lot, ma. So those people go for resale and they wait for like 3 to 6 months, try again, and maybe this time around.
Why 3 to 6 months? Break it down for me.
Yeah, they need to wait for the results of the balloting.
So last week they apply.
Yeah.
Then when will they get their ballot number?
A month. About
1 month. So
Yeah,
1 month later. 1 month later lah. So it's still 1 month. 1 month later, and then after that they get their ballot number. Then they realize, oh, my number is like 700 out of 800 units available in the estate. So they are probably going to be called by HDB 2 months later, 3 months later. And then when they reach their ballot number, when they reach their turn to select a unit, they realize, hey, the unit that I want high floor no more already. The one with the unblocked view no more already. Then
try for the next one. Oh, okay lah. Give up, go resale. Depends.
Maybe after 1 year, 2 years, finally they give up. Like myself, back in the days, me and my wife, we applied over 2 years. We applied for BTO. Four estates we applied. All Tampines. After 2 years of applying, I actually got it. But things change. But then eventually I dropped my BTO and bought a resale condo. Okay, anyway, that's not the point. The point being, I waited for 2 years for BTO.
Some people wait for very long.
Very,
They
very
try
long.
for 20 times or something.
Because they cannot afford a resale flat, for example.
Yeah.
That is the end of this slide. Moving forward, not just talking about HDBs, condo volume is going down as well. But not because of BTO application. Condo transactions going down because there's a lot of talk about interest rates going up. It is true, it's going up. A lot of people are feeling it right now. But more interestingly, August is Hungry Ghost. Which is also why this was supposed to be in August, but they actually launched it in
last one.
September. And in 30th August.
Near
yeah,
September.
after Hungry Ghost finished, then they launch. Interesting, that's the culture we live in. And to prepare everyone for our next segment, talking about new launches, this is the supply of new launches in the market. All the launches that's coming up in the next few months. You look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 launches only. If you think about
Wait, in OCR. Okay, so
In OCR.
Those not sure of OCR is really like away from our city. Okay.
Your Tampanises, your Pasir Rises, your
Yes,
Yishuners,
yes.
your Jurongs, your
All
Woodlanders.
the Choa Chu Kang and all that lah. Okay, all
Yeah.
those tengah, you know, tengah. Although, a lot
But
of
just a
people
few
keep
years
talking about
ago, just a few years ago, like 2018, 2019, before the COVID, we had like just in the east,
A
we
lot,
got
man.
Pak Como in Loyang, we got Jovel in Loyang, we got
Treasure.
Treasures in Tampines, we've got Tapestry in Tampines, we've got
Okay, many, really,
yes,
really.
a lot.
That's a lot
Never ending,
to talk
really.
about. Yeah.
And then today we only have this few. It will impact a buyer today if you are trying to buy a new launch because
Yes.
you realize that there's nothing else to buy lah.
Not much
Yeah.
options.
So if
Yeah.
there's no more new launch to buy, what do you buy?
Either they buy resale, okay, or whatever that's there.
Or you look for us and we'll help you figure things out.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
That's the end of the market update. Do we have any questions? Okay, on Adee's we are on Instagram also on Adee's Instagram account, which is Adee Realty, ADEE.
Realty. Okay, I'm very new lah. Okay, so my Instagram
Okay.
also very new. Yes, Adee Realty.
Okay, never mind. So Mahi is our video guy actually, but he's saying, so if there's many BTOs and if people start to shift to BTO, resale prices will drop. Yes, bro, correct. I think he has been hearing me say this many times. Again, a lot of BTO options. When there's BTO, you buy BTO, you don't buy resale, right? So if everybody buys BTO, resale prices will drop because the demand goes down. Wonder whether there's more questions around, but let's go for a break and then we'll go on a very heavy and slightly technical discussion after this.
Not so heavy lah. We try to make it not
Keep it light,
heavy. Okay? Yes.
Talking about your clients' experiences of buying an EC and balloting for an upcoming new launch
Yes.
at Lentor Modern.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just sharing. Okay.
sharing.
See you later.
All right, let's go for a break. What if I say that all HB prices will be crashing very soon? And I know the exact reason why. In fact, this has happened before, less than 10 years ago. Back in 2012, HB prices were going up, introduced cooling measures after cooling measures after cooling measures in the HB market. None of them worked. In fact, prices just continued going up and up. Then, HB decided to flood the market with BTOs. Between 2011 to 2014, they introduced over 100,000 BTO flats into the market. Now, for context, Punggol today has over 49,000 HDB flats only. Do the numbers. So, what happened after they flooded the market with BTO supply? Now, resale flat prices started to crash. No, what? Why? Because all the buyers decided to go for BTO flats instead. BTO were much cheaper. Now, like today, for example, in Tampines, a recently MOP 5-year-old 5-room flat can sell for 700,000. Just check it out on Property Guru. Alright, now a BTO flat in Tampines will go for 500 to 550k. Now that's like 20-30% difference. Now plus, when you get a BTO unit, it is 0 years old, brand new. And guess what, guys? Last year in December, HDB has announced that they will be releasing up to 46,000 BTO flats over the next 2 years. The floodgates are open for BTO flats. Now that's Punggol entering in Singapore. So when that happens, I think resale HDB flat prices will start crashing down, coming down. Maybe not crash, maybe just come down a bit. But no matter what, it will come down. So congratulations if you are a buyer today. Likely you'll be saving 30,000, 50,000 over the next few months if you can wait for a resale flat. Now sellers, you've got to lock in your profits today. Talk to us so you can find out what your plans are for upgrading and be ultra defensive in your financial plans.
My job is to make property upgrading easier because property owners just don't know they are Options F and Farah. Aspiring condo owners who are not sure if they can afford it because everything is just so expensive.
Wow, simple things like this also now so ex.
See, condo prices also very high.
I don't think we can afford it. Might just stay here.
You guys are doing okay. Why don't you meet Hero Homes to run through the numbers first, just to be sure? On Zoom. See, you guys can afford 6 years of reserve funds. Nice. Michael and Janet can never agree on anything. Everything confuses them.
Mochi, I watch soccer lah.
I watch news.
I watch YouTube.
Fashion.
Kau buy mention it.
Condo please.
Mention it ke?
Condo ni money. You guys don't have to decide now. Why don't you meet Hero Homes first to run through the numbers in person? Now you guys are 100% sure. John and Seth has been living here for the past 5 years. Now they are looking for the next move.
Wow, we got lucky with this EC.
But do you really think it's enough for retirement?
Why live your retirement through chance? Meet Hero Homes to play your retirement through property. Hero Homes means clarity and confidence in your property strategy. That's why Hero Homes is chosen by over 500 property upgraders since 2016. Meet Hero Homes by clicking on the blue button below.
2 hours lah.
Wait, was it blue?
Yeah, 2 hours free.
Free?
Free, yeah.
Okay, click on the link below.
What color?
Blue.
Welcome back, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the little presentation that they actually have.
So our presentation is an advertisement.
Advertisement, okay? Yes, salesy advertisement, okay? Yeah, so we're back here to share a little bit more in terms of the thought process of some of my clients before they actually purchase what they purchase. Okay, right? Yes?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So
You see, without me saying a lot of things, she can also say a lot of things.
I told you I like to talk, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep,
Okay.
I have
So
to
the
listen to her every day.
What?
Okay. Mahi, can we bring up the slides, please? So be prepared. What we're going to be sharing with. It's going to be real feedbacks from our client, real experiences that they are going through as they purchase, as they balloted for properties and all that. So it can get a bit heavy. We're going to explain, bring up a lot of technical data also. So do bear with us. I think it will be beneficial for you.
Especially if you're thinking of you're considering or want to explore your options, maybe it kind of help you. Okay,
Yes.
go.
So first, we're going to be talking about a client of yours who were staying in a BTO.
No, actually it's a resale HDB. Resale HDB.
Okay.
Yes.
And then they met up with you. They wanted to talk about their upgrading plans, and then eventually you got them to into the North Gaya show flat.
Yeah, I think I'm all about exploring. Like I always tell them, you never know. Okay, so just let us explore your options. All right. And of course, after feeling good, all right, in the show flat and knowing what they can look forward to in future, yes, they are interested lah. Yes, they're interested to know more.
But what was it an easy going straightforward purchase for them?
I think because property is very a big ticket, right? We really have a lot of considerations. And I have 2 kids, by the way. So having kids, I know how frustrating or how difficult it is to actually shift. So for them, the main challenge was the inconvenience of renting.
Right.
So it was a huge thing, oh my God, I have to rent this area for 3-4 years, get adjusted, and then how's the kids' school?
But their current property is in the area, Yishun?
Woodlands area.
Oh, Woodlands. So
Yes,
Woodlands to
yes.
Yishun, same, but
Kind
different.
of like about, let's say it's not like from Woodlands to
So
Tampines, you know what I mean?
got still got adjustment
A
to
bit,
be made lah.
All right. So that is the huge inconvenience.
Alright.
The renting. They are not, at a point of time, they're not very convinced about renting.
All
which
I asked was it a straightforward decision for them? And
Okay, so that's the first challenge. Okay, I'm
what
sharing
was the
the
challenge?
thought process.
To summarize that 2-minute rant.
Renting.
Yeah. What was the challenge?
Inconvenience of rental
Oh, renting.
in the high market.
Yes. So you were ranting about renting. You were ranting about renting.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So they found it inconvenient to rent halfway because they have to sell their HDB first, take out the monies so that they can purchase the North Gaia.
Yes, correct.
Am I
correct.
right?
I mean, that's the normal procedure lah. In order
Yeah.
for you to purchase the next one, you probably might want to use your sales proceeds and
Yeah.
CPF that's locked in the current property.
You talked about rental. After selling your flat, you have to rent. I think for those who have been watching our Hero Homes, I think live in the last few episodes, I shared about my own journey of selling my own property. Now it's finally sold. Woo! Record price. Woo! Okay, to be honest, getting record price today in today's market is nothing special. Everybody is breaking records month after month, so it's really nothing special. But after this, I have to be renting. And it is quite stressful because first I have to find a landlord who is okay with my cats. Yeah, and then I propose to the landlord, I don't mind doing zip track. I don't mind doing invisible grills for you. I pay.
You sure is zip track so expensive?
I don't
but
mind.
okay,
I don't mind
beside the
cats.
point, beside the
They say
point.
cats got 9 lives, but
Okay.
they jump one time, no more already. Very sad. Yeah, and it's stressful lah. But
So you imagine, you are father of cats. You imagine father of kids.
same what?
Yes, same. All right, very same. But the thing is that the kids have like, routines. Okay, our cats also have. Basically, our little ones all have routines. And whenever we rent somewhere new and all, it's just gonna change their whole
Okay.
routines. Okay, you
Stop.
get that, right? Okay.
So if they are going to be renting, how long must they rent for?
3-4 years, because North Gaia, all right, whatever new projects that's coming out now, right, is probably going to TOP in 2025. So that's about 3 years rent that we are looking at.
So they sell today 2022, they only get the keys in 2025.
5. So that's 3 years rent. Imagine, okay, family of 4, you need to rent at least a 2-bedder. That's about 3K.
Yeah.
Okay, 3K times whatever, you probably get 150K just on rental.
Around
Around
120, around there lah. 1 to 150
how much
lah.
space you want,
depending.
120K.
Fine.
But regardless, if we are able to save this amount and then, still stay in without the shifting inconveniences, why not? So with that strategy, we are able to kind of resolve the biggest challenge
So
of the rental.
what was it that you proposed to them that resolved the situation?
Okay,
for them?
lucky enough that their choice were EC. Okay, was an EC because for EC there's this thing called deferred payment scheme.
Right.
Although yes, everything comes with a price. Deferred payment scheme is more expensive by 3%. Okay,
3%.
3% is about 40K.
Is this what they bought? One of the units
One
lah.
of the
This is
units
list
lah, right? So yep.
So they bought somewhere around 1.3 and they are paying
134?
40,000 extra.
Extra.
So
Let's break it down.
don't know whether you all can hear, but our producer outside is blowing his nose. Distracting, bro.
Okay, so we
joking lah.
break it down, right?
Yes.
40K. Okay, how much would you maximum you're gonna pay for your rental for your wife and your cat?
3.5.
Okay, because you are rich. Okay, so basically, right, we will
What's
keep
that
it
have to do
at
with anything?
2.5
That's the
to
market
3.
rate. Whether I'm rich or not, that is the market rate.
Some people will find like a bit smaller,
Yeah.
right? Okay, we squeeze it to 3K, right?
Rich is subjective, but there's always someone richer.
40K, you divide it by 3 years, right? You're only just paying your place at 1.2.
1.25. We did the maths before this. Really.
Yes, actually not bad to be honest.
So 40,000 over 3 years is 1,200 extra that you're paying. So imagine if your neighbor bought a unit right beside you in North Gaia and they went for normal payment scheme, they actually bought 40,000 cheaper. But if they had to pay rental, technically they are paying a bit more.
Expenses is more.
Yeah, the expenses is
Yeah.
more. So this DPS, in the market, we call it DPS scheme. It is only available for
ECs.
ECs. It used to be available for condos as well many years ago, but the government stopped it. But today, if you are staying in an HDB, you want to upgrade to a condo, a brand new property,
Yeah.
condo possibly, and a private property.
Yeah.
Right, your only option is to go through an EC. That is if you are eligible in terms of all the eligibility criteria, your income ceiling and all that.
And they need to have some cash and CPF, of course,
So,
in order for them to continue the purchase.
To summarize, this very cute family that cannot see the face. Why must block? Why a lot of agents like to block the face one of clients?
It's our client's privacy,
Privacy,
you see. So
But
of course.
Take photo already, just post
Post what? But without the face.
That's why my Instagram all got face one.
Okay, can. That's good.
Okay, anyway.
Yeah.
What's my point now? Okay, so let's go straight to the unit that they purchased. This is the show flat. Hold on now. Okay, YouTube got comment now. Wait okay, let's go to the comments first. Share this tab. Hey, Imzar. Every week you comment. I like
Thank you.
I need
Let's
to
see.
read.
I heard some negative things about Yishun, but if it is due to future student school, should I still consider a project in Yishun just to
Alright.
secure the school?
Hey, Imzar. Sorry, is that how you pronounce your name? One day, reach out to us. We don't mind having you on YouTube Live also. Why not? I mean, I really appreciate you commenting. every week.
But actually, right, whatever you shared, right, it's exactly
Yes.
what my client was afraid of because, right, exit strategy, the same exact question was looking at Symphony Suites, which is just beside North Gaya, they actually highlighted that Symphony Suites as compared to the other condos in Yishun is not doing as well.
Yeah.
And why so? So I think, Brother Amza, right, that is a very valid concern that you have about exit strategy.
North Gaya is here, Symphony
Yes,
Suites
yes,
is here.
yeah.
So Symphony Suites, people who bought Symphony Suites as from the developer, not making so much profits.
Okay, but we have to look at the quality of the project itself.
Yep.
Okay, so there are things that we look at, but it's too much to talk about today.
Yep.
All right.
Stop.
There are things we look at.
Okay.
I stop there.
Then he also brought up future student school. Is that because of the
There's gonna be a
jam?
lot of BTOs and stuff.
Okay, I don't assume which school you're talking about, but actually in the area I don't see any schools except. But I know Gems is coming up. You've got this. It used to be Gems. Okay, anyway. Yeah. So whatever project we buy, we have to look at. We'll talk about this
We'll talk
actually.
about later.
The quality of the project you're buying,
Yes.
the entry price that you're buying, and the exit strategy who will be buying here.
Yes, correct.
If the school is a very good school, it is actually a very good
Point.
exit strategy to have. We'll talk about that. Thank you for your comment. Then I have to go back here.
Okay, actually, why we are showing you here, right, is because we can't bring you to the show flat at this
Yes.
live, but it is exactly, this is the kind of space that
This
we are looking
1.3
at.
EC, this is
Yeah,
what they bought.
Yeah, and this kind of space with a
Wow, got
balcony,
balcony.
with a study and all, it's actually a good catch, I would say, because some resale, okay, you say you buy resale, you need to spend on reno, but
Hmm.
whatever you see here, especially the toilet and kitchen, is whatever you get. So you kind of save your
Toilet
reno
and
lah.
kitchen.
Okay, let's go toilet.
I go to the toilet first.
Not
And
bad, right?
Yeah, it looks good.
It
Like
looks
hotel.
good. Precisely, and you're not even spending. Okay, I mean,
And
yes,
the
you
master
buy
room
it.
is fairly
Okay, the rest
decent.
is some ID. All right,
Okay,
don't
but
get tricked.
I want to highlight the fact that they have this study corner. I mean, honestly, when you go to the show flat, the study corner really feels very small. I'm going to be very straightforward, you guys. It's a very, very tight corner,
Okay,
actually.
yes.
But in Singapore, prices are so expensive. To have this extra space in your condo, you can make this into your storeroom if you want. You can make this into a study space. Imagine, especially today in work from home is getting more and more normal. This is a very important space to have. You can be talking to your clients on Zoom here while, for me, I do my Zooms in my room because my wife likes to watch TV outside. But your kids, can be doing their Zoom with their teachers here, with their tuition.
Basically, they will have the space
They have
for
that
them.
space.
Okay,
That's the point now. Okay, let's move on.
Shall we?
All right, thanks. Share this tab. Okay, that's the unit that they bought.
So
And
it's actually rather spacious because a lot of people feel that, right?
Let's go back. Okay, yes.
Yeah, a lot of people feel that like new launch, cannot lah, too small. So I think give a chance to see.
Yeah,
right?
wait. I want to see the kitchen.
It's a enclosed kitchen. Okay, enclosed kitchen.
Oh, this is a storeroom. No, this is the bomb shelter. They got
Yes.
bomb shelter.
Yeah.
Today's day and age also got bomb shelter.
Actually, yeah, and you can kind of use this. Like for myself, right? My utility room, I use it for maid's room.
Okay, personally, I feel
not
the
bad.
kitchen barely enough. Just enough lah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, not huge, but good thing, got ventilation and all
But
that.
yeah, this is
Yeah.
1,003 square feet. And this occasion, you are getting. Can you imagine the other projects which are smaller than this? All right.
smaller.
And you have this third toilet. All right. So you have three bedroom, 3 toilets also. So rare. All right. So that is your client. This is your client's unit that they bought from
Yep.
you at North Gaya, and they bought using deferred payment scheme, meaning that they
Yes.
don't have to sell their current resale HDB flat before collecting their keys. When this project is completed, then they start paying.
TOP, then they start paying the.
So if you want to
the
learn
loan,
more about this concept, reach out to either of us. We'll share with you more.
Can share more over video one day.
All right. So you mentioned that you've been in the business for 9 months, but I think it's quite impressive that even before you joined us, you've been meeting a lot of clients at show flats, helping them upgrade to private properties and all that. We're going to be talking about another client of hers, a Singaporean.
Yes, a Singaporean. Okay, so yes, although I'm a mom of two, yes, I deal a lot with young families, but that doesn't mean that I don't do for single profiles lah.
Yeah.
All right, so for single profile, it's very different because unfortunately, EC is not not married yet. Okay.
Yep.
So they cannot go for EC. All right.
Yep.
Unless there is a family nucleus. Okay, all those eligibility, another day.
Yep.
But main point here is for this other client, all right, a doctor,
Ooh.
a real legit doctor who is very busy, especially during COVID.
What do you mean
you know,
by a real doctor? Got fake doctor one ah?
some like PhD doctor and
Hey,
stuff.
don't anyone say.
Okay, so
Okay.
basically, yeah, very busy during COVID. All right, no
Right.
time to
Where
really have
is
a look.
he staying now?
Probably around. Holland Orchard, not probably.
Holland
Like,
Orchard area.
Holland Orchard
Okay,
area.
and what I understand from you that is the fact that he's actually renting. Am I right?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, renting.
So eventually, we're going to be talking about his experience
Yeah.
placing a check to ballot for a new launch.
Yes, the thought process and the,
thought process,
challenges
ah.
as well that he will face.
Of course, like when you told me he's renting, I'm surprised because if he's renting a place right now, and same like your North Gaya, they had to wait for 2 years, 3 years,
years.
4 years before they collect the keys, right?
yeah.
Means this guy he will have to pay mortgage for his rental
Yes.
and also pay the. What am I talking about? He has to pay the rental for his house
Yes.
and the mortgage for the new condo that he's going for.
Correct. Okay, but the
Yeah.
thing is that right, yes, mortgage already. The rental already expensive, and rental must pay by cash.
Yes.
Correct, because landlord don't accept CPF. But the beauty of new launch, right, it's really on progressive payment. Progressive payment means, right, you can be paying as little as like 300, 400 a month for the next 6 to 8 months, or like maybe even up to 6 to 12 months, depending on how slow the project is building up.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go straight to the point. Point being,
Point being, you save a lot because in projects, right? Yeah. While waiting for your project to be built, to be able to be seen, you're only paying 300, 901 or 1.2 progressively. Okay,
Right.
so you are not straining your cash because all this you're gonna pay using CPF. So
I
you don't
see.
really feel it. And this is very important in this. Just now he mentioned about high interest rate
right?
and then resale drop because
Yes.
people don't want to pay the interest rate for a 3 to 4K per month.
That's true.
But they are okay paying high interest rate for
For a
a
smaller
300,
amount.
900
Yeah.
per month.
So in a way, that solves his my initial issue that I thought I had for him lah, because he's going to be renting, then
And plus
paying
the-
rent in cash,
No lah,
and then
CPF
pay
mah.
mortgage also. So this one can all be paid through CPF.
Yeah.
So technically, for the next
Home.
2-3 years, he does not need to fork out a single cent. And then closer to the completion, that's when he starts to pay like 2K, 3K.
And it also allow him to bulk up his CPF at the same
Mm.
time. You know what I mean? Because eventually, then he don't have to worry about
So
any top-up.
which project that you bring him to place a check in?
So you see, when we actually recommend things for our clients, we always look at like where are they at. Correct. So this client has been, our Dr. Raj has been in Holland and Orchard area. So that shows that that's his comfort zone.
Somewhere here.
Yes. Thanks for this. So
Okay.
you see, with Orchard and Holland being around here, we actually brought him to Lentor.
Lentor.
Okay, why? Because Orchard,
So
it
far.
is TCR.
Yes.
Region, all right. Entry price is also rather
This is
different.
Lentor, no? Lentor is like Ulu, no?
It's probably Ulu now. Okay, you know what? We should see it in a way that last time Punggol was Ulu,
Yes.
Canberra was Ulu.
Yes.
But look at the profits that people people are getting when they buy in such ulu places.
Yes, we'll get to that later.
Yes. Okay, but
the
basically
slides ready for that.
now is Lentor. Why? Because firstly, not enough supply. All right. I think he
okay.
mentioned.
Let's go back to this slide. Supply. So he's in the market to buy brand new units. I think we talked about this before the break, and on point for the fact that there's no more supply. So look at that. Lentor Modern is the project.
Yeah.
Yeah, I asked you one question. You like went on a 3 minutes explanation. So I asked you which project you brought him
Lentor
to.
Modern.
It was Lentor Modern
By Gokoland.
by
Okay.
Gokoland. All right. So let's go back to where we were. I also lost track.
Where were
already.
we? Okay. So yeah, we were at this one.
Right. So how did you convince him to actually go for a new launch?
Why not resale? Is it
And
because
not
maybe
resale,
it
and
works-
why Lentor and all that? Like
Isn't it resale like us lah? Is
Yes,
it
yes,
the
correct.
Easy way out. Don't
Yes.
need to rent. Don't need,
Correct.
okay, so because you see he's been renting, so he wants a very good first buy, and in terms of investment, going for new launches, be it EC or condo, right? It works because they are the first owner. Okay, to be honest, I didn't buy new launch. All right, so I allowed my first owner to earn 300, 400K out of me.
really?
Mm,
That's
yeah,
a
because
lot.
they are the first owner. So, well, I have to accept that. All right. But of course, in my home tour on YouTube, Adee Rati, you can watch it lah, yeah. But
Out already,
basically back to out already. But anyway, back to this. So first owner, you get the most. So why not? Okay. So having that in mind, why Lentor? It's because apart from not having other options, well, we do have actually, but Lentor is one of the
Potentially, yeah.
potentially having good quality, because Gokoland, later we'll share more. Lentor is a whole new township.
Okay.
Township, I feel.
Stop, because we already have the slides for what you brought up. The fact that buying first hand will, in a way, okay. So we brought up two.
See, this is my name, my neighbor. My owner making 464. Yeah.
Wow, people know your address, you know.
Okay,
So anyway,
that's true.
basically, what she's trying to highlight is the fact that if you bought brand new from the developer, look at these are all people who bought from the developer in 2011, and they were to sell like 10 years later, 9, 8, 10 years later. This is the kind of profits that they are making, 300K, 400K, and this is from an executive condo after 10 years. Like only if they buy brand new. Because for example, we happen to be living in the same condo now, neighbors. We didn't know until we bumped into each other. Anyway, I also bought resale, and the owner that I bought from made 177,000 from me back then. Today I've just sold and I made another 300K. Imagine if the first owner did not sell to me. He held on and only sell today. He would be making like close to 400 plus
400,
thousand already. That said, if I entered first, I would have been able to make the entire amount. But now I'm making only just a portion of it. This is another property.
But this is not EC lah.
This is EC.
Right?
This is a full condo. That's why the holding period is shorter. And these are people who bought in 2015 when prices were already like very expensive already. Yet, and I specifically chose units which are not very big. We're not looking at the 1,500, 1,600 square feet where usually they buy very. Like you said just now, buy bigger, more
Because
profit.
more profit.
Now I'm going to show you that you buy small,
You can also make.
you can also make a lot of
Yes.
profit if the quality is right, the entry price is right, and the exit strategy is also right.
Depends on area. You see,
Depends on
Bartley,
area.
right, is a very high investor area.
Yes,
Whereas,
MRT and all that.
yes, if we are looking at like family, then it's a different
Correct.
thing.
MRT also a very good point. So that was one, when we were discussing preparing the slides, this was one of the things that actually attracted Dr. Raj to go for
New launch.
Lentor.
Yeah,
a new launch,
Lentor,
not just
yes,
Lentor
yes,
Modern,
yes.
because we don't know the price yet.
Yet.
It's going to be out in a few days' time. And then, wait, let me see what's next. Okay, what other...
Challenges, I think it's because you see, now is the prices are very high. So before buying, they will always ask, what if our projections are wrong? What if the project don't appreciate as what it's supposed to appreciate?
Yeah.
All right. So
what if they don't get, we're looking at this is past in the history. So moving forward, nobody can tell the
Correct.
future. So what if they don't get it? Right.
yeah, so we are not here to promise you that you're gonna get this 400 or 500K that we are actually showing. But what we are delivering is that before we recommend the projects to you guys, we have our own checklist to make sure that we are recommending the right project. We are not saying that every project can buy, okay?
Yep.
So we look at like quality. And for this lentor, the quality is amazing. It's by Gokoland. For those of you who are not sure of Gokoland, it's really like branded. You know, you're comparing the branded kind of condos. HDB, there's no such thing as branded HDB. But condos, right? There are, right?
Yeah.
Branded condos and less branded condo.
All right. So, branded condo versus less brand. How do you know? Okay. So, the developer is Gokoland.
Yes.
So, they must have a certain track record.
Strong, very strong.
Do you know what are the projects that they built?
Martin Modern.
And what else?
What? Okay, the one that you mentioned. I remember Martin Modern, very nice. Okay, now the other one, let him show. Okay,
Because
let
you
him
cannot
show.
pronounce the name, is it? So, yeah, I just blocked the screen for. Anyway, developer for Lentor Modern also built this Woolwich residences. You know, it's a very simple. I mean, it's very basic, but the owner of Dyson, this guy, this British billionaire, when he brought his entire operations from UK to Singapore, he actually bought a penthouse built by Gokoland. So if he's willing to buy something from Gokoland, it kind of shows the quality. Of course, this is a very, very basic way to connect.
Yeah, but speaking of which, Gokoland, if they invest in Lentor, right, means that they see the
Potential.
they see the potential.
Yes.
If not, why would such a branded brand go
Yes.
to such a location? So
Yes.
that is why we dare to bring him to Lentor.
Yeah,
Okay.
and another project that Gokoland built was this Lentor, sorry, Martin Modern. So they just copied the name, Lentor Modern, Martin Modern become Lentor Modern. Martin Modern is where? It is in Robertson Quay, Singapore River. Yeah, it's a very prime central area. Now, Martin Modern is surrounded by Martin Place Residences, Aspen Heights. These are all freehold projects. Yet, Martin Modern is 99, and I can tell you, my tenants who wants to stay in this area, they say, I want to stay in Martin Modern because the project is so iconic in the area. And because of that, even though it's 99 years lease, the PSF is much higher than all the freehold areas. I should have brought up the slides for this. But otherwise, yes, that's one thing. We're talking about quality of a project.
Yeah,
When we
people will pay for value.
Yes.
Yes.
So when
value.
when she recommended Lentor Modern, quality was one of the
Yeah, because coming
factors
from
lah.
Holland Orchard area, right, to be, you kind of have a class already, I would say.
and go to
Okay?
Lentor, very ulu
So
already.
it's not ulu. It's gonna be developed as
ulu
a
lah,
whole
I think.
township, all right? That whole area, okay?
Okay.
Yes.
That's another point we're bringing up. Township. Oh no, Before we go to township,
Entry price.
second thing is entry price. Now here's the thing: we don't know what the entry price is yet
Until Saturday.
until Saturday. Today is what? Thursday.
Thursday.
So Thursday, the price list is not out yet. We only have our ballot numbers. When I say we, I also put my check in lah. I'm also possibly be buying Lentor Modern.
Yeah, he got a better queue number.
Yeah, but I don't know what's the entry price yet. And to explain to our viewers,
I think not yet, right? So we will just use an example
Yes.
of like
A recent
most recent
condo.
Amor in Ang Mo Kio. So still OCR is the same kind of portfolio in a way.
So a 3-bedroom of 958 square feet was sold at 1.8 mil.
Yeah.
Around 1,009 PSF, 2,000 plus PSF.
But by the way, this project is 98% sold.
98%
must
sold.
say.
Why? Because look at this. This is the location of Amor Residences, Ang Mo Kio Avenue 3, Avenue 2, Avenue 1 here, junction here. This is Amor Residences, and then this is Panorama. Just going to use one project to compare. Want to guess how much a 3-bedroom in Panorama is worth? Resale.
Resale,
It's around 4 years old.
Maybe, okay, resale, maybe something I would pay for, maybe 1.6,
1.6?
1.7, 1.6.
This is
If it is
1.9.
a resale.
This is 1.9. This is 1.6.
1.5, yeah.
Let me show you. Panorama, 1.8, 1.7. 1.6,
What is
1.7.
the below one?
So you see, a resale price at
so
1.8,
narrow gap.
brand new at 1.8. Ask you today, you want to buy HDB? Listen.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay. 5-room flat. Okay, one is 500,000. There's two side by side. One is 5 years old, one is 10 years old. Both going for 500K. Which one you go for?
I mean, all of us will go for newer ones,
younger one,
right? Yeah,
the
younger
cheaper one,
ones.
All I ask which one you go, I must explain one. So the cheaper one.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So it's sorry, the younger one.
Yeah. Sorry, not
Yes.
cheaper.
So
Younger.
when Amor Residences is going to be completed in 3 years' time or 4 years' time, it will be how old?
6 plus 3, another what?
Amor Residences sekarang belum siap.
Yeah.
In 3 years'
so
time,
you
how old
plus
is it?
3 of the old one.
But how old is the building?
The 7. What? Just how old? The resale how old? The
If
resale how
just
old?
TOP, how old is the project?
4.
Just TOP. No. The project itself. The project
Oh,
itself.
0.
Zero.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So, no. But what she's talking about is the lease.
Yeah, the
Okay,
lease.
but I'm talking about the age of the condo itself
Yes.
is 0 years old.
Yeah.
Okay, if you're going to be paying 1.8 for a brand new 1 month old condo, Panorama will be how old by then? Today it is 4 years old, in 3 years time it's going to be 7.
8.
If you're going to be paying 1.8 mil for a brand new 0 years old, would you pay off? Let me rephrase.
What? So basically, that point, right? Something new and something old. You actually go for something new because that new, when you sell it, you definitely can go much higher than the older ones.
Thanks.
Done.
Tired already lah. Okay, so that's the whole point of entry price. If we can get the same concept in Lentor Modern, I will go for it.
Yeah.
Right, but
okay.
we'll see how it goes.
But Lentor Modern, having said that, there are a lot of other the lands around it.
Yes.
It's all gonna
New
be
township. This is
Yes.
something you brought up.
yes.
Okay, and we're gonna compare that with Watertown.
Why Watertown? Because Watertown is integrated. Okay, basically integrated means, right, you have MRT, you have shops, and you have residences.
Yep.
Okay, it's really convenience. And going back to my doctors are busy. Okay, well, everyone is busy and they want conveniences. So this is why integrated always is a
Premium.
more premium. There's a premium
Yes.
price to pay for it.
And to compare with Punggol back then in 2010, 2011 time, Punggol wasn't as developed as it is today.
Yeah, it's Ulu.
All right, it
also
was
last
back then
time.
Ulu. Now we're very hip.
Yeah,
now my
hip.
clients who wants to upgrade from Punggol, they want to go to Punggol
They
again.
will continue because they are used to
Yes,
it already.
because the development, the area is developed.
and fresh.
Yeah. So Lentor Modern
it's gonna be like that. really.
potentially has the same, because
Yes.
now I feel it's very Ulu, right? But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe in 10 years time it's going to be very like hip.
Maybe in 10 years time, Pasir is gonna be Ulu and then all go
Yeah.
to like Punggol. I mean,
Maybe.
it's actually
Possible.
right of the new
And
things
let's
already.
look at what's the name of the condo? Watertown.
Waterway.
Okay, the mall kat bawah apa dah? The mall below is Waterway Point. The condo upstairs is Watertown.
Okay.
These are the people who bought Watertown from the developer in 2012.
Wow.
And then they sold in 2019, 2018, all this. And I'm again looking at the smaller units, the 900 square feet. Even the 1 bedroom made 240,000.
Okay, this is rare, okay, because I'm selling one bedder now, right? It's actually quite rare to see this kind of property
Yeah.
for a one bedder.
But you see that's the whole impact of
Integrated.
integrated.
Seriously,
You
yeah.
buy in first mover advantage. All this
Yes.
is possible. Young township plus integrated development and all that. So potentially, whoever buys Lentor Modern today, and back then I remember Watertown was like, people were saying like so expensive, 1,000 per square foot
Yes.
and all that.
I think there will never be a time that people will say, "Ooh, property is so cheap." I don't think there will be a day that it
That's
comes to
true.
that, man.
That's true.
Yeah.
And now I have lost my slides. Okay, here. And what is my next slide I prepared? What is this?
I
Okay.
think ROI.
Yeah. So okay, before I come back to here, before I go here, I want to go back. So basically that's the whole point of your doctor's story. First, he is renting, okay, and then he's convinced that, by actually paying very small amounts every month,
it's not a stretch for him.
it's not a
his
stretch for
pocket
him.
because we are not
He's only paying
getting
like 900, 300,000 plus per month from his CPF,
CPF?
fully paid by CPF.
Yes.
And then the fact that he's staying in Orchard right now and you are bringing him all the way
Highly
to
connected
Lentor.
to this.
It is highly connected and there's a lot of facilities there also. I mean, there's a lot of the future township upside and all that. And more or less, that's how you convince him. And this Saturday, all the best to him, all the best to myself, to all our clients who actually
Balloted for Lentor.
for Lentor. Yeah, we'll see.
By the way, there's 1,600 plus checks and there's only 600 units.
3 times oversubscribed.
Yeah.
Let's see how many percent actually proceeds with
I
that.
also praying hard, okay, for him to get a unit, to be honest.
And that's possibly the end of our sharing. Let me see whether there's any questions. Can you see the question? Yeah. Yeah, today no Hawaii shirt. Today if you cannot see my shirt got 2 cans. 2 cans. Is it two cans?
Well, if you like it that way, you can.
2 can lah. No, how you pronounce 2 can? Okay. So it's Otherwise, gonna end off with this segment. Not really a segment. I was looking at people who bought in Belisa. Then I was looking at, the annualized profit margins, the annualized returns on the purchase of their condos. Then I was because when you wake up today, or if you yesterday lah, when you wake up to yesterday and if you hold stocks, it's a very painful day yesterday. So I was thinking, compared to buying stocks, it looks like it's only 4% yield every year. It does look like buying stocks is a better option because the US market is making around 8% to 10% on average, and you're only making 4+% on property. It does not look so attractive, but remember, when you buy a property, it is leveraged. Okay?
Yeah, because you're not paying full. You're actually paying just.
So let's take a look at this guy. I randomly picked out this guy. 1055 square feet. He bought at 690 PSF. Last year, he bought in 2011 and then he sold it at 981. Let me break down the numbers for you. In 2011, he paid 730,000 for the project, but his deposit, his cash, his CPF actually was less than this. Using today's rate. 25% deposit, he would have paid 182,000.
Yeah.
Okay. Today, when he sells, he actually has 304K pure profits.
So that's why they say that property, right? It's like more like, even if it's a paper gain, because it's like you don't put in everything, but you own the whole $1 million condo or stuff.
It's leverage.
Yeah, it's really on that concept.
You're not paying, he did not pay the full 730 upfront. He only paid 180.
But they enjoy the full profit.
The rest was on loan.
Yeah.
All right. And then when he sells, he enjoys the full profit. Now, when I calculated, it is actually 16% annualized return based on his deposit. So, but of course, I never include the monthly mortgage that he pays.
Interest and stuff like.
Yeah, interest all that I never key in But because you pay, you stay in the house you live in the house. So this is an investment that you actually get to live in.
Yes.
You buy stocks, what do you see? You don't even get the pay. Nowadays, you buy stocks online, right? I don't see anything.
Okay, but I mean, having said that, some people grow in order for them to get this deposit. That's how they grow their money. They grow their money through shares they take out, and then they come
buy property.
into So it's you play it together.
Yep. True.
It's
Very
a
good point.
Total
Very good point.
A game to be played together, lah. All right.
Yeah.
But must play the game very well. So that's why we're here.
Yes, true. So, of course, we know that US markets are making around 8 to 10% annual returns average. But I actually calculate. I tracked down in the same period, 2011 to 2021. 2011 to 2021, actually the stock market made around 14%. It's not too far away, But the difference is, again, this one you get to live in.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bit more commitments here because you got to pay the mortgage.
Yeah.
Right. So, but like what you said, we have to balance out
And
our
diversify also
our
lah,
portfolios.
okay?
Yeah. This is something I'm surprising her with. She didn't see this yesterday when we were preparing.
Yeah, but it's okay because I play shares and stuff.
Sure,
so I guess
sure.
it's also like.
Yeah. But I mean, I was just comparing lah. I mean, the fact that property, when we compare the leverage. Yeah,
Which is why I play industrial also, because
Wow.
it's another leveraging on another high level. Okay.
Wait for your next content on industrial. I mean, I have no experience in industrial property.
Yeah, it's really like leveraging.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like leveraging every single thing. So if you watch my home tour, it's also leveraging on my own house.
Interesting. So
Okay.
must go to watch your.
So
home
my
tour.
my favorite word is really leverage. But
Alright.
but with for those with families, cannot over leverage lah.
Okay, and on that note, it is exactly 59 minutes and 10 seconds into our live. Good job. It's your first time on live.
Yes, I talk too much. Sorry
Yeah, can you imagine I have to listen to her with all her questions every day. How was it for you to be on live?
I think it's okay. As in for me, seriously, I think it's okay. All right, if I'm not ranting too much. Sometimes yes lah. All right, talking too much is a little bit annoying for you all to hear.
Were you nervous before you started?
Nervous a bit lah, because it's my first, right,
Yeah.
with Hero Homes. Then being the one of the heroines in Hero, then of course, yes, feel a little bit nervous.
I tell you, I was also nervous.
Yeah, nervous to talk with this.
No, I was nervous because I was scared she was gonna talk too much. But I think I talked too much. I think I talked more than you also. Huh?
Yeah, I managed to cut him some, right?
Yep,
So, yeah.
not bad. Okay. All right. So again, thanks everyone for your comments that we received. Let's see whether I got any comments everywhere. Got any more comments? I also don't know where else to look at. All right. I guess let's call it a day. Thanks for joining us. Whether you joined halfway, whether you joined early on, whether you just joined a few minutes ago. Do see you soon in our next live. We don't know when the next one will be, maybe next week. But do check out the rest of our social pages on YouTube. We have a lot of content. She has her own page. Maybe in future live sessions, you see, I'm talking a lot. In future live sessions, we'll see more of our new agents who has joined us in the last few
Months, weeks.
Also. Yeah.
Yes,
All right.
yes.
All right, that's it. Call it a day.
Yep. All right. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, for hearing us out.
That all.
Yeah. Yes. You can all follow me a bit because yes, I have own page, right? So yes, Adee Realty. Okay, I'm trying to be existing in YouTube. Well, they push me lah, right? So really, thank you to Hero Homes teachers over here. All right, to just get out there, right? Which I am trying.
Okay, that's it. Thanks so much. See you guys next soon. Bye bye. Guys,
Okay guys, do you want to upgrade to your dream home but you have a million questions? Where do you even start?
right, I have a lot of questions like, should you upgrade to an HDB, to a condo, or maybe even a 15-year-old private property that has on-block potential?
Can you afford the monthly installments? Can I sell for a profit? What happens if I'm out of job or if a recession hits?
Okay, and we'll answer all of your questions, very specific questions we understand because you might have different challenges, different concerns from other families.
So fill in the form below. We'll be able to then see your numbers, put it into a plan with 4 to 5 different options. We can then meet on Zoom or one-to-one.
Alright, so just fill in the form below now and we'll reach out to you within 2 days with your very own customized Hero Homes upgrading plan.
Alright guys, see you soon. Just fill in the form. Bye-bye.
Hi, so today I'm at Singapore Expo. We are having an exhibition here and I'm going around to ask people whether they like BTO or resale flats. Check it out.
Hi, good morning guys. Today, Property Pilot, we are here at the Singapore Expo. Yeah, can we got time? Can I ask you some questions?
Nak tanya sikit, you suka rumah BTO ke rumah resale?
For now, I BTO. Tak suka rumah, saya tak.
Alamak!
Tak lah rumah resale lah, of course lah.
What do you think of the property price currently in the market?
Oh, I think it's quite expensive now. I guess because of inflation and everything, so everything's kind of going up.
Not that good. The high pricing lah.
Now the price is on the high side. I guess after the COVID, could be on the downside than what I heard lah.
Cik tinggal mana cik?
Tampines.
Tampines Oh, tinggal rumah BTO ke resale?
Rumah biasalah, 4 bilik.
4 bilik resale
What makes you want to buy a new launch at the Woodley Residences? Any reason why?
Well, it's a new area, so it's up and coming and it's pretty central. So we thought it might be quite an exciting purchase.
So what do you think of the price now, price of houses?
It's really expensive. I didn't expect it to be this expensive. Maybe it's a resale, I don't know.
Dapat lead bro. Orang tengok kau, orang terus nak elak.
So around 200 and today you can sell for 360, 370.
Yes.
You want to sell?
Yeah, of course. But I have to plan first lah. How is it?
Correct. You have to plan first. That's the correct keyword.